Hey guys, it's Maro, and I really like games. Could you tell? Well, I really like horror games because I like to get scared sometimes. So most people would assume that I like the famous franchise Resident Evil on the PS1. Well, I do. Why do I see you guys talking about Five Nights at Freddy's? Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's, or FNAF, is a horror franchise made by Scott Cawthon, and boy did he change history. Well, not like religious or, Egyptian, just gaming history. This game is loved by children. Oh wait, Markiplier likes it? Okay, now I have to like it. This game is really simple. This is how it goes. You're working at a place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and you watch the place at night for 6 hours. But as you start to look at the cams, you see that the robots are moving around and coming towards you. That's basically it. The main mechanic is that you look at the cams to see where the costumes are, and you close the doors if the monsters get too close. That's basically it. All the Terminators have mechanics. The purple hair comes down the left side, the duck comes down the right side, the wolf just runs whenever, and Freddy likes to look at you through the right side. So, this game doesn't seem too scary. That's what I thought back then. This game can actually be nerve-wracking. There's no music at all. Sure, there are some small sounds, but basically no music. And the game being this simple kind of makes it a little more scary in a way. Oh, and of course, the jump scares. Jesus. Also, why are there more than 5 nights? It's called Five Nights at Freddy's, not 6 nights. Okay, I took a second. Let's talk about the sequels. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, a sequel to FNAF 1 that... Wait, what? It's not? Hold up. It's not... Hey, FG, can you explain this to me real quick?
Well, if you want to get technical here, FNAF 2 is a prequel, not a sequel.
Oh. So this old location is actually a diner. I'll get to that later. This game is different because there's now no doors, you get a Bonnie head, and there's new machines that look even scarier from the first game. The whole thing now is that there's no doors, so you have to fool the androids by putting on the Freddy head. Oh, hi Freddy. Did that just work? Also, you have to wind up some music box. But I don't care. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, my favorite one. This game takes place 30 years after FNAF 1. And we are met with a new animal this time. This is Spring Bonnie, my favorite electronic, by the way. So this has like a lot of lore in it, so I'll have FG explain. Oh right, he's dead. I guess I'll have to explain it. Ahem. In the FNAF 2 and 3 minigames, we see a purple man kill children, and in FNAF 3, he goes in a spring device to scare them, but he died, and 30 years later, he's back as Springtrap. No doors, more vents, and you have to lure the spring furry away with noises. Oh, and the FNAF 1 and 2 costumes come back as ghosts. Spooky. Now this is where you'll shit yourself. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. This one is actually scary, but when I played it, I beat all of the nights, plus the extra nights, without dying. No joke, it was back in 4th grade, there was this guy called Anyways, FNAF 4 is actually scary, because now the creatures look creepy as all hell, and you have to listen, and I mean listen. You need the volume to be up at least 70%, to maybe make it past. This game is a prequel to FNAF 2, because now we see an old location in the minigames, along with old costumes that were in FNAF 2.
Was that the bite of eight video? But that's the.
So this takes place before FNAF 2. Oh right, the game.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through. Ah, fuck! What the fuck? Oh!
Yeah, even night 1 was hard for the king. As the night progressed, more demons appeared like before. You have to fend off like 5 of these, so that's pretty scary. Now, out of these 4 games, obviously FNAF 1 is the best, said by many. It's actually scary, it's pretty simple, and it's actually quite long. FNAF 2 just seems kind of boring. I did say FNAF 3 was my favorite one, but it doesn't really seem that scary. And FNAF 4 seems a little bit too short, but it's definitely scary. Okay, so after the main 4 games were made, many people thought for a while and made their own. Most of them were bad, but the ones that interest me the most are Five Nights at Wario's, Case, Final Nights, and most importantly, The Joy of Creation. I'll talk about this game in a separate video because it deserves it. But the reason most FNAF fan games are bad is because they're just boring or just poorly made. Quite rarely, you'll see a finished good FNAF game. The one back in the day that most people remember is Sinister Turmoil. It looked really cool, but was never a thing, which is quite sad. Okay, so Five Nights at Freddy's got popular really quickly, and people made many source filmmaker, Lego animations, and there was obviously Let's Plays, like, come on. Look, source filmmaker videos can be funny, but only when they're not being serious. And just edited better. By the way, that FNAF movie, that's never gonna be a thing. I'm not wasting my money on that. I'm waiting for the Rated R Shadow the Hedgehog movie. So, that's it for the video. A big thanks to FG for being in it. You probably made it 10 times funnier. More videos like this will be coming soon in the future. But thanks for watching and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later. Also, don't die like F